Alright guys, welcome back to Conqueror and Commander. Today we're going to look at a game featuring my Rosheen Meanderer deck. For the complete deck list, go to puremtgo.com, look up Conqueror and Commander, and you'll see the deck list written out nice and neat, like so. Anyways, this is a game where, once again, my playing space is down here on the lower right instead of where it should be. I'm going up against Damia, who there's a lot of card draw, and the card draw is a real issue because nobody can really do anything about it in this game. Mirko, a flying mind funeral, kind of a pain in the ass. And then Angus is living fog. So these are all kind of problematic commanders. Luckily I do have an Eldrazi in my deck to deal with this guy. My opener only has 2 lands. It does have Lotus Cobra, but that's not generally enough for me to keep it, so I send it back. I've got 3 lands plus Azusa and Baloth Woodcrasher, who's one of my favorites, and Green Sun Zenith. So I'm going to be able to empty my hand pretty quickly. So there's a first turn Mana Vault for Angus. I'm going to Green Sun Zenith for Dryad Arbor. Oh, and a Lotus Cobra too. Sweet. So I'm going to have a lot of mana early on. Bloodchief Ascension from Mirko. Angus does nothing. I play Lotus Cobra. I probably should, honestly, I should have played Azusa right there. That was just dumb on my part. I think what I really was trying to do was wait and use some of my stuff for the Woodcrasher, some of my fetch lands. Mirko, Demonic Tutors. Angus plays Serum Visions. Gets a land, and then target distresses Bloodchief, the Mirko Vosk player. And he had Traumatized, Stolen Identities, Zadok, Undercity Informer, Propaganda, and Sensei's Divining Top. And so he has to discard the Divining Top. And that's what he tutored for, essentially. So I play some land, and I fetch land, and I use the Lotus Cobra land to Acidic Slime the Bloodchief Ascension, and then I attack Angus. I kind of like screw up by not using Azusa, but whatever. Angus has a lot of mana and plays Bribery, targeting me, getting Kozilek. And he was like, "Why don't you have Sylvan Primordial?" And I'm like, "Well, because people bribery me." and honestly, Sylvan Primordial could definitely be in the deck, but it's just not. I'm hoping somebody can do something about it. I play Rosheen Meanderer and a land, and I cycle, and I get Greater Good. That's not going to be good enough to do anything. Luckily, I do have Acidic Slime. I attack Damia with my Lotus Cobra. Damia plays Supreme Verdict, wiping the board. So that's fine. You know, whatever. Mirko's land hosed. Angus Sylvan Scrying for Command Tower and plays it. I get Stomping Grounds, and I play a Forest, and then I play Greater Good. Oh, Rosheen Meanderer, but he gets freaking countered. Ugh. Fine, whatever. Soul Ring from Damia, and then Vidalcan Orrery. Mana Vault's going to start tinging Angus. Fine, so I'll play the Woodcrasher now. Oh, Mirko conceded. That's right. Wow, I had my guys mixed up completely here. Sorry about that. Damia's up here. And Angus is down here. This is what reading is tech, guys. And I should have been able to figure that out once I was looking at the lands here. But anyways, I cast Explore, hoping to draw another land. I don't get it. I get Silklash Spider. I play Greater Good. And I attack Damia player. I'm hoping just to kill Damia so that he doesn't get all the card draw. But, of course, Damia doesn't block. Luminarch Ascension from Angus and Coastal Piracy. And he attacks me to draw a card. Fine. What happens here, Damia? Damia plays Pernicious Deed and then wipes the board. I sacrifice my Baloth to Greater Good because she's blowing up Greater Good, and I need more land, honestly, is what I need right now. There's Pernicious Deed getting sacrificed. I draw Crucible of Worlds, which is going to be awesome because I just discard a bunch of land. And first I play Azusa. Then I play Crucible. Then I get all the land from my graveyard, and I, start sacrificing everything, and I play Gyre Age, and I've got another land right here in my hand. Teferi, Mage of Zhalfir comes out to play. Mirko, you're gone. Alright. Damia is still doing real well with card draw, though. She Crows and grips my Crucible of Worlds, which makes me sad. Damia just out-controls me in this game, is what ends up happening. And then he Beacon of Creations my Crucible. So, I sacrifice my Windswept Heath to get another forest. I get Histrodon, and I play it. And then I get Sentinel Flute, and I tap it to pull up Dryad Arbor, and I play that too. Boundless Realms from Angus for a lot of stuff. Then he Praetor's Grasps Angus's deck, and it's funny because I don't think he ever actually uses the card he grasped for, the Damia player. And then Maelstrom Pulse blows up. I don't know. What did it blow up? Oh, my Histrodon, because he was worried. And then he Nature's Lore. And I mean, like, he gets 3 cards down. He's down to 3 cards. I'm at 12 now. I've just been getting beat up. I draw a forest. What I need to do is start using the flute, and I do. I search up Acidic Slime, and I slime the Crucible. And my plan is to use Eternal Witness to get my Crucible back. Leyline of Anticipation. Damia draws another 4 cards. Brainstorm. And then Grave Titan, which is no good for me. And then Phyrexian Metamorph copying another Grave Titan. And then Damia goes after the Angus player. Angus plays Tooth and Nail Entwined. And gets Avacyn. The problem is that and this is kind of a mistake. Stop. So all his creatures are indestructible, but what he did was he threw Teferi in front of Damia. What he really needed to do was kill Damia, so he could have blocked with Avacyn or something like that. But that's just one of those things you live and learn. So anyways, I get the Witness to get the Crucible back, and I play the Crucible, and then I play a bunch of lands, and I sacrifice them. The problem is I'm down to like 10 life now, and there's all these guys out there. And there's not a whole bunch I can do about it at this point. So I'm going to play my Spider and just hope that I can soak up some damage. Elvish Piper comes out. Everything is indestructible over here. I still have Sentinel Flute, and I can tutor up something to deal with Avacyn and Duplicate. And then Garrick's Pack Leader comes in, and now he's just like drawing a crap ton of cards. So the only person not drawing stuff is me. Then land attacks, and then Avacyn attacks the Damia player. Damia goes down to 18. Damia draws another 3 cards. Damia tries to murder Avacyn, then plays Vraska, then tries to use Vraska on Avacyn, and I think Damia is just frustrated that he didn't have an answer to Avacyn. And then he conceded. The good thing about this is that it means that I only have one opponent. The bad thing is now it's me against all these guys. And so I do use the flute to search up Lotus Cobra. I play the Cobra, I play my Mountain, and I'm going to use the flute once again to... oh yeah, I've got Crucible and Azusa going still. To tutor up with my flute. Duplicate. And then I duplicate Avacyn. But he's at 36 right now. And there's not a whole lot I can do about that. I mean, I need to draw something. What I need to do is draw some big X spell. Like Fanning the Flames or something like that. Lightning Greaves on Angus is really frustrating because now I can't attack for damage. Smoldering Crater. Oh, hey, look, Gelatinous Genesis. And I look up Apocalypse Hydra. And I keep using all my mana here. And I make a large Apocalypse Hydra. And the idea is I'll slowly, over the course of several turns, either poke off like a bunch of the bigger guys or smaller ones, I don't know. Or directly deal damage to him. And I killed the Elvish Piper. Oh, he Praetor Councils. That's right. That's where this game is more or less... I mean, the game was slightly unwinnable before, but now it's like even more so because he's able to get Supreme Verdict back in his hand, and Tooth and Nail and Twine again for Sylvan Primordial and Rubinia. Luckily I only got one thing that gets blown up, which is my flute. He tries to equip his Rubinia with the Greaves, but I use my Apocalypse Hydra to kill it before that can occur. So Rubinia's done. And at this point I know he has Supreme Verdict in his hand, and I want him to use it just to get rid of all this crap. So next turn... Oh yeah, and I ping like one or two things. I've got Inferno Titan. I'm gonna Gelatinous Genesis. I'm down to 6 right now. To get Inferno Titan out there and kill off Garrick's Pack Leader so he's not drawing as much stuff. And then I Gelatinous Genesis for 5/5/5s. Once again, I'm out of cards. Like sometimes I'll have a ton of cards just mucking up my hand, and other times like I'll just be dumping everything. And like the problem is my life total's low enough where I can't really sacrifice my fetch lands unless I really need it. Oh yeah, I give my Apocalypse Hydra Trample because he's tapped out and he can't use Angus right now, so he's down to 26. I'm not expecting him to tap out to use Angus anymore. But then I make my 5/5/5s. Land tax is coming into effect for him. All his dudes have trample. Oh yeah, and then there's Seedborn Muse. Friggin' awesome. Sunblast Angel kills off my Apocalypse Hydra and my Gyre Sage. Sad times. And then Rhea comes out. So he's going to be able to get stuff out of his graveyard. I play Horn of Greed. Oh no, that's what I do. First I use Silklash Spider to get rid of the flyers, and then he Supreme Verdicts in response. So then I play Rosheen again, and I get Dryad Arbor out of my graveyard because of Crucible. He runs Luminarch Ascension and Coastal Piracy, and he briberies me. Oh no, he Stormcaller's Brune to cascade into Azorius Guildmage. And then that's at the end of my turn. He gets Angus back out there. I got Worm Calling. and I play Horn of Greed so that I can sacrifice stuff and draw cards. I'm at 6. Doesn't matter right now because at this point he can Azorius Guildmage to tap my blockers right now, or he can flash something out because he still has 8 cards in hand. So I try and make a couple blockers, but it doesn't really matter. He gets Elfish Piper back out there. Fidelkin Orrery is back out there. Boundless Realms again. He's out of basics. He plays Phyrexian, Rebirth, and puts Lightning Greaves on the Horror, and that's enough to kill me. So this is one of those games where I just didn't get any card draw, or at least any of the card draw that I needed. If I had Horn of Greed a couple turns earlier, I would have been much happier. I think there is a decent amount of card draw in the deck, and sometimes you just don't get it. That's the way it happens. Turn 16. Alright, thank you very much.